Good evening out there, Internet. It is I, your responsible senpai, back again from our evening of chilling, hanging out, relaxing, and playing some games. We are back tonight with some more Lobotomy Corporation Mega Wife Modded Campaign. Yeah. Why does my stream say drops enabled? What drops? There are no drops. Get that off of there. Done. Alright. I am joined on the IRL couch by the delightful, the amazing, the gorgeous Sweet Southern Belle, my wife and love of my life. Hello, hello, my dear.
Hello.
Yeah. And, first things first, I'm a Jiggy with that big first energy in the chat. Welcome, welcome, buddy. Hope you're having a good night. Hope you're taking care of yourself and hoping things are going well for you. Well. So we find ourselves here, back in the secret bunker of Lobotomy Corporationing. And our goal tonight, we are going to do two things. Oh boy, are we going to do two things. We are going to complete a Dusk Ordeal on this day 21. And then we are going to do the Malkuth core suppression. That is the plan. Capiche? You better capiche. Alright? What's the Dusk Ordeal? We will see here when we hop in. Before stream, I made sure everyone was geared up properly. So we're going to pop into the day now. And we have Dawn of Green, the Noon of Green, and the Dusk of Amber, which means we have to get to the Dusk of Amber and complete it. Now that will be difficult. But Malkuth is just the clerk, not the clerk, the Sephiroth in charge of this upper area. And the Dusk Ordeal is her last mission. Dusk of Amber. And if we can complete that, we can do her core suppression, which means any units inside of her department will no longer light up when this bar at the top corner fills up. And another benefit that I've already forgotten. She's what, control team? It's something to do with work. Because every time you suppress a core, so if we were to suppress Yasod, none of the units in their section would light up when this bar fills up. And for Yasod, it's some information related bonus, like we get more info or boxes are cheaper or whatever. I know for training, if we can suppress HOD, when we buy new agents, they come in at 3333 instead of 1111, which is pretty sweet. And safety, I forget about safety. Safety will take us a while to get to because the last safety mission is challenging. So that's the plan. We are going to do our Dusk Ordeal and then suppress Malkuth. So we basically just have to run the clock out on the day to get that far. Is there any work we have to accomplish while we run out the day? No. 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 Okay. We still wanted to get this, right? Yeah, we wanted to do that. And honestly, yeah, we're just gonna kill a little time here. We're going to run some fairy gentlemen's to stock up on fairy gentleman boxes. In case you need to. What? Yes. Because if we had completed that day 25 we had saved on, we would have been rolling back to day 26 from that point forward. And that's... We have to... I know we all want to keep progressing and seeing new exciting things and getting further and deeper down into the basement. But we have to get some of these core suppressions done or progress is just not going to be doable. So we got to knuckle under and push out some of the big story. What happens when the bar lights up? If there's a number behind it, that many units will go into Q meltdown. If there's an ordeal behind it, that ordeal happens. That's what happens when the bar lights up. And the bar fills up when we do work. So let's send someone for some work now. Sergey, off you go. And we gotta work this thing. Yeah, the only restriction on this one was be good at your job. And resist white damage. So they will unlock that other Aleph level suit there. We finished unlocking everything from the King and Binds again, right? Yeah, that's fixed. Is that bad? It sounds bad. It's part of normal course of gameplay. We just do... That's my Q meltdown, right? We got 2 pips on there already. Look at that. Here we go. So yeah, we're just gonna try and knock out some major progress here. We're a little short on superstars after rolling back to day 21, but that's just how it is. It's just how it is. You're fully unlocked again? Yes. You're good? Yeah, okay. Letitia, you're rocking the house? You are. What's the HUD thing at the bottom of my screen? Those are my managerial bullets. I currently only have the red, white, and black shields unlocked. So if I take this and shoot an employee with it, they now have a shield on that absorbs black damage. Through further missions, we can unlock a heal, a sanity heal, pale damage, a slow enemy, or a kill option. We haven't been using the shields terribly much, because usually when we are in combat, everything has exploded anyways, and there's no point because everybody is dead. Alright, suit unlocked. But it can be tactically used for some benefit. Specifically, if you stack all the employees in an elevator and then fire the shield in the elevator, it hits everyone in the stack and gives everyone the shield. But that involves a little preparation, you know. Ah, hello, Commander. Welcome, welcome. Community challenge complete. Commander has donated the last points to the FNAF challenge. Well done, community. How many days were left on that? Did you guys make it with 4 days? Yeah. You made it with plenty of time. So we'll be heading back to FNAF again. I will squeeze that into the schedule. I'll probably have to cancel doing dispatch though, because I mean I won't fit it in without, I mean, it just won't fit. That's a joke. Don't worry. Now? Stop what I'm doing and do it now. No, we're not doing now. Alright, let's pick up the pace here a little bit. We're gonna play it real safe. Actually, I could be doing some well cheers as well. Because we need our employees healthy and numerous to tackle the ordeals. Because the Dusk of Amber is the giant bugs, and that we'll get her done. All right, well, cheers has been drank. Vera, off you go again. Now hold on, we can compromise. I wouldn't do that to you. I'm as excited about dispatch as you are. All right, we got the floating whale. white work. Resist black damage. Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. 35%? Off you go, Justin. We'll need to drink some well cheers. Original fairy. Instinct work. Off you go, Maxwell. Popote? Hello, little Popote. We'll send Courtney in. She can handle you. Oh, good. The Doomsday Clock. Wonderful. Beautiful. Excellent. That was white or red. Yep. How was your Saturday? It was alright. No troubles, no fuss, just sort of being a Saturday. Did your air conditioner move from your room? Because it's supposed to be 20 Fahrenheit tonight. Dang, that's cold. Oh, I think we're going to lose Justin to the whale. Oh, rip Justin. What did Justin have? A grandma gun and a fairy godmother suit. Fairy gentleman, not godmother. Go away, Steam Overlay. Shoot. Done. Alright. They finally decided to go cold. You remember in October it used to be cold? That's depressing. I don't want to, you know. Alright, Green Dawn coming up. Okay, let's pick up the pace again. Off I go. But yes, I've trick-or-treated in the snow before. It happened. We at 900 boxes on Fairy Gentleman yet? No, not yet. We're almost at 900 boxes on the well cheers, though. Well, we'll pull the price out. Then again, I guess I'm making candy pineapples. Excuse me, candy pineapples? Is that like candy corn? I need more information on this. Alright, now we slow it down again. Jeff, go drink some well cheers and kick off the Dawn ordeal. Okay, we got robots. Robots loose in the facility. You guys come kill that one. I did not mean to unpause. You guys come kill this one. You guys killed this one. And this one up here is very annoying. I guess you guys do your best. No, I think you'll be fine. Why did Sergey stop moving? Oh, really? Sanity loss? Took out Sergey? Wild. What did Sergey have on him? A bald gun and a fairy suit. We are absolutely 100% not concerned about the employees in the upper chamber. They are being spent. Whoa, 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 Maxwell. Information department. Maxwell and Mackie. What? Oh, no, never mind. They're also level 1 babies. Never mind. 2 galaxy spears and 2 soda armors. Oh, there's gonna be a trail of bodies today. We should do some galaxy work. It is the green thing done over? Did I see the swoosh for it? Their minds are also weak. I think the ordeal is complete. They're pineapple rings dipped in a hard candy shell. They're blue. Oh, that sounds quite interesting. Have you ever heard of candied pineapples? No, nothing from Bell either. Well, you enjoy those if they're for you. Alright, what work do you need? Attachments. Did the well tick up on us though? Not really. You just keep spending fairy gentleman armors. Found them on YouTube while I was looking for background music. Interesting. Oh, so these aren't being made in your home. This is a conceptual thing. Found a video. Okay. Funny, whenever I find up finding weird videos, it's always like people cutting kinetic sand and shit like that. Telling stories about the craziest thing that happened at your job. I've been quietly going, not interested, not interested, not interested, and they've started to back down. r/thing. Yeah. It's just the, like, visual ASMR, you know, where you see something satisfying instead of hear it. You know what I mean. The Minecraft parkour background? Yeah, those ones. I still actually watch those ones. Much to my shame. Am I really too lazy to just read things anymore? Oh no. Alright, so Green Noon. We need all of the babies somewhere safe. I'm thinking with the king. If a robot spawns there and they start battling, all of them will die. And I'm not quite ready to handle that. But if I put them here, right next to my strong characters, they could intervene if there's a problem. And then they can sweep upwards and secure everything above us, so that the robots do not kill the babies. We just need to send one person to trigger the work. And we will do that by sending... Destiny. This is your density. Let's go. Battle bots. No, these are not... These are not the fun kind of battle bots. Alright. Okay, one is spawned in the room with all my excellent soldiers, so that... I got that going for me, I guess. And then where are the rest? We got one there, one there. The Doomsday Calendar is going to go off. And I think we'll just let it. We will not intervene. Okay. First robot defeated. So now we just stay out of the well's way. Let the robots kill a shitload of clerks. Wow, that went fast. No, come on.
Start over.
If it was any other employee, because I was ready to start tapping people to get them out of the well, and they took Maxim first.
Yeah.
Of course they took fucking Maxim first. This was a good set of ordeals. I had a plan. Did you see my plan?
I saw him.
I was ready for the well. Well, I'll retry. We'll get this. We'll get this. Have I ever seen BattleBots? Yes, I'm familiar with BattleBots. People build little contraptions to ruin other people's contraptions. I like how the dumbest looking ones are always really effective. It makes me think that if we ever have like robots that do shit for us, they're not going to look how we imagine. They're going to be like weird looking things. You're like, well, it gets the work done. Because every now and then I'll see some kitchen robots that supposedly are going to replace cooks. And they're always just like this horrific arm with a big wok or something. And it's just burning the shit out of everything. I'm like, I'm still safe. Plus, when you're cooking, there's too many little things that can go wrong. And it just make the food not work. Like, okay, you can make a robot that puts the egg in the pan, swooshes it around a bit, and then flips that fucker over. Okay. But what happens if the egg sticks to the pan? What if it doesn't flip all the way? You need to have human intuition to account for that. For now. Dawn of Crimson, Noon of Green, Dusk of Green. I think Dusk of Green is the giant robot factory. I think we can handle that. Alright. Same shtick as last time. Oh, reshuffled where everyone is in the list. That's You all get another chance to be alive. Be happy. Go for it. Make robot eggs. Do the robots come out of the egg? Are they laid by a robot? Do they hatch into not robots? I am curious, but disturbed. Wait. Actually, no, that's probably fine. Go for it. I'm familiar with Robot Chicken. I've seen clips. And while it is definitely not my brand of humor, some of them make me chuckle a little bit. But overall, it's not something I'd be like, oh man, I gotta go see that. Oh no, the singing machine. That was Maritza, right? And it just doesn't display properly. 333, yeah. Okay. I don't like how the singing machine is the one that doesn't display properly. That makes me sad. Committing repression is bad. So it's insight, low level insight. Oh, I adjust it off here. Check, 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 check. Where's the last one? Was it just 4? No, it was 5, wasn't it? Oh, shit, it's the well. Okay. Yeah, high prudence, do the white work. Oh yeah, Anthony will be fine. Resist black damage, 0.8. Resist black damage, no, Anthony's gotta go. Go, Anthony, go. If you throw yourself into the well, I will be annoyed. Have you ever watched Smiling Friends? No, but I'm familiar with a show called Happy Tree Friends, if that's similar. I mean, there was a fair amount of demented stuff that was consumed when I was young. Not counting the internet content. Or however much damage it did to my psyche. Any more luck with your Apex stuff? The maps with the revamped points of interest are still fresh and fun? You want to show me Smiling Friends? It's the most insane show ever. If I describe it as like Rick and Morty on crack. Wow. That's quite the endorsement. I mean, Rick and Morty is already pretty unhinged sometimes. But then again, every now and then it'll ask like these questions like, yeah, but what does it mean to be happy? Like, you stop it. Can you ever truly confront your fears, or do you just find new ones? Stop it. The entire world feels like a world. Oh, it feels like a world they might visit. Okay. It's like a purge world, Morty. They have a purge. You want to hang around and do some purging? Alright, 1 pip away from our red. And then we'll react to that nice and quickly, because red is low threat to my staff, but high threat to my abnos. Oh, we're already half energy? Dang, look at us go. Alright, everyone's back home. Slow it down. Go for a well cheers. Off you go. Bae.
Yeah.
You're awesome. She just walked in the room, I had to say that. Due to bad internet, I can play the game with 50%. Well, you get to play sometimes. Take that as a win. And when you do win, you win hard. Like, what's your win rate? Like, are you good at this game, or are you just playing for fun? Does it not matter if you win or lose, and you just do it because you can? I'm curious, because most of the time when I think of multiplayer games, I think, oh, you're here to win. This is the reason you open this game ever for any reason, and that might just be my own twisted relationship with video gaming. Dawn of Crimson, easy. So next up is a Noon of Green, which is we did the Noon of Green last time. We just needed to watch the well better. But this time we have 3 ticks on the well instead of 2 because we didn't lose anyone during the Dawn ordeal. We're zooming now. We're zooming. Do you believe in my zooming? Please believe in my zooming. But not too much zooming because we want to pay attention and not make dumb mistakes. For 2 days a week, you're unable to play. Ah, only 2? That's not bad. Did I not send this one? Do this? Go do this. Dun, 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 dun. My first internet was dial-up internet, so I was actually restricted to what hours I was allowed to use the internet. And it did. Oh, hi, Jolene. But it didn't take long for my parents to go, yeah, okay, fine, we'll get a second phone line, which you know, pretty awesome. It'd be so much easier for me to pull up the game right now and check my stats, but I don't want to do that, so I need to rethink what my last stats were. I mean, I don't need exact numbers. I'm just general curiosity as to where you are. Because, like I said, the last time I really did any competitive gaming was when I was playing Guild Wars 2. And I was trying to grind through the PvP to unlock the PvP backpack. And, yeah, my win rate was terrible. It's like 40%, sometimes lower, because I don't have the bloodlust or the reaction time to really clinch it in multiplayer situations. Hey, K-Dog, welcome. Congrats on the 10 stream streak. Hope you're doing well this fine evening. Oh. You know how I said I should pay attention and not fuck up? Well, I would say we have just a fucked up. Really? Ramirez? No. No, this is a fucking reset. I forgot. Yeah, we're about to lose Ramirez. Wasn't paying attention to my bar. That was my own fault. You're okay? That sounds good. I don't know what Foghorn is for what channel. I'm sorry you get confused as to what channel you're in sometimes. You've got 200 wins, and about 900 games you've played. Is that typical of win rates? Because I know it's like a big group brawl thing. And if someone was winning like 50% of the time, they'd be like really, really good, considering you have to fight like, I don't know, 40, 50 people. You're doing better than you did in Mech Warrior Online. 37 battles, you had 1 kill and 1 victory. Dang, K-Dog, that's rough. Was Mech Warrior Online just like a cutthroat thing? Like, everyone was doing like the min-maxest bullshit builds ever? Or Noon of Crimson Dusk? Well, we're not going to do a Crimson Dusk ordeal. Or was it like full of cheaters? But yeah, I'd stop playing too. Because I can't imagine. Because sometimes, even if you're not winning, you're still having fun or still making progress. That's why I stuck to the Guild Wars 2 for so long. I got like 75% of what I needed for the backpack. But yeah, the grind was just getting so rough. I kind of burned out. And then I tried to do other stuff, and then I just lost interest in it. But yeah, I mean, if you're not making any progress and it's not fun. Because some games are fun when you're kind of losing, you know? In early days, people would also disconnect if they were about to be killed, which stole the kills from people. Wow. That's pithy. Dawn of Amber, Noon of Violet, Dusk of Amber. Alright. We're going to run that. We're going to see what we can do with that. Probably had 6 or 7 kills otherwise. Yeah, people that disconnect when they're about to lose kind of suck. I mean, I know in Guild Wars 2, if you disconnected during a match, you would accrue dishonor, which would, if you accrued enough of it, you wouldn't be allowed to play PvP until it had burned off over time. Which, I mean, sucks for people with, like, crummy connections. But at the same time, I mean, you can't ruin other people's experiences just because, you know. Play well in casual games, not one for ranked, or God forbid, AG1. I'm mostly playing casual games like Casual or Deathmatch and Control. It also depends on my internet connection, what character I'm playing, what guns I'm playing, what maps are. It's much more complex than playing Call of Duty, where it's a much more streamlined. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, with that many game modes, it could be a really different kind of thing. Because I know there was a very unpopular game mode in Guild Wars 2. It was a hero something or other. You had this hero you had to escort across the map, and the other team had to escort their hero, and nobody played that thing. Nobody liked it because it just had such a different skill set need from the regular matches. And a deathmatch or team deathmatch was always just so fast and over with. Nobody picked it when you had the option. Because you get a vote on what you play. I did a couple of death matches, but it's just like this wild scrum for a few seconds, and then everybody's dead. You're like, okay. Okay. Playing as Catalyst, we have 900 kills, and it's a year and a bit of playing. I mean, that's like 3 kills a day. That's like double serial killer level. This is gonna put us 1 tick away from the meltdown. Alright. We're paying attention, and we're not gonna blow this whole thing up this time. I don't know why the well keeps taking high-level employees first. It's supposed to take people with low prudence. Oh, speaking of kills, let's destroy a bot. Hey there, bot. Why are you here? Nobody likes you. Get in the fire. Ah! Dead. Imagine paying for views. My viewers are all worthless. I mean, priceless. I will admit that I stole that joke from Family Guy. Or was it Simpsons? Is Simpsons the one where Marge's father is rich, or is it Family Guy where Lois's father is rich?
I don't remember ever seeing Marge's family.
Because I think that the joke goes that Marge turned down a large sum of money, or Lois turned down a large sum of money to be with her husband. And when he finds out, he has like this like crazy dream sequence of killing the father or whatever and claiming the money. And then he gives a speech about how, you know, money may buy this and money may buy this, but my wife, she's worthless. I mean, priceless. That's absolutely Family Guy? Okay. Alright. 5-point meltdown. Easy peasy. We'll just knock it out like so. You go take care of that. Oh, we got a stat shuffle? Well, we'll send Chaff. We haven't done the fish in a while. What does fish need? Instinct work. What are the rules? Don't have low temperance. Got it. Don't have low temperance. Haru, you should be able to handle that. White damage, white resist. Off you go. The well needs to be insighted. Onryo, you can go do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's the 5th one? Oh man, the scarecrow. Prudence of 2. And it needs prudence work. Okay. Resist black, I believe. Resist white. Prudence of 2. Resist white. Prudence of 2. Resist white. Yeah, okay. Off you go, Coop. So if you're curious, K-Dog, we're gonna go. We're gonna try and do our Dusk Ordeal today. And by try, I mean we're gonna ruthlessly grind until we get a Dusk Ordeal done. That way we can do the Malkuth core suppression and actually get some meta progress in the campaign. The line goes, Lois may be worth $1 million to you, but to me she's worthless. Okay. I didn't remember the joke perfectly, but it's there. What? Onryo died? I didn't send Onryo to do any work.
Did he jump in the well?
Nobody's dead yet. Wait. Did he fail the roll and jump in the well? He had 4 temperance! Yeah, there's no body. He just failed the roll and jumped in the well. Watch the RNG. Oh!
Do we need to roll back more?
No, this is the earliest you can do the core suppression from Malkuth.
No, I know, but do we need to do it day 1 and get better anomalies?
No, I mean, this was just really bad luck. It's gonna happen from time to time.
Restart?
Another day restart. And yeah. Currently, I'm 40% lost on how this game works. Yeah, okay. There's some layers here, all right. But the resets are a core mechanic of the game. Rewinding to the day, rewinding to the memory repository, rewinding to day 1, because you keep things when you roll back. So day 21 is the earliest you can start doing core suppressions on your Sephiroth, and those are the little administrators for each department. When you do the core suppression, well, to unlock the core suppression, you have to finish all their missions. And then when you do the core suppression, you finish their story. And then you can do a special day with special objectives to battle them in some way and unlock a special bonus for that department. And then that department is no longer subject to Q meltdowns. So we'll get back in here in a second. You can imagine everything's still set up fine. I just need to, So everything in Malkuth's department is this pale yellow section up here. If we complete her core suppression, her special mission, none of these control units will be included in the meltdowns when the bar fills up. And she has some sort of bonus that affects the whole facility, which I have forgotten. But not having these things melt down means we can have more stuff in the facility without the meltdown numbers getting absurdly high, as you've seen. It gets up to like 17 or 20 by now, which is too many. And that's meta progression. So every time we reset after doing that core suppression, she will always be core suppressed. It will always be done. It stays with you forever. And then Yasod will have one, and then all of Yasod's containment units won't be included in the Q meltdowns, and Hod, and everyone. It proceeds on forward through. I remember the bonus for Hod's department is if you can core suppress Hod, new employees start at 333 instead of 111 on their stats, which is a huge benefit. So that's your meta progression. To get the best end in the game, you have to do the core suppressions on all 9 Sephiroth before you finish day 50. Hey, Sub-Zero, welcome, and thank you for dropping in. You're slowly making your ideal hell. Well, at least it's ideal. And to finish up Amajiki, currently your playstyle, and this will be something I want to do deeper explanation later because I want to show examples of me playing, is like this. I usually stick to 5 characters. Each I play for aesthetic purposes or for gameplay purposes, like Conduit can heal, and then Watson counts lockdowns. Yeah, okay, yeah. The 4 categories, right? The control, the striker, then the other 2. I don't pretend I know all of it, but yeah. Let's get back to. Wait, what are the ordeals today? Damn, Crimson. Why does Senpai always skip Crimson ordeals? Crimson ordeals are the worst ordeals. We just don't do those. Having horrible, disgusting circus-themed meatballs that can open up containment units isn't my idea of enjoyment, right, my dear?
Yep.
Circus meatballs. So meta progression planning wise here, we're going to float around day 21 and try to get a couple of core suppressions done. And then we'll probably roll back to day 1 to get some fresh abnormalities. And then tackle Netzak's core suppression, because his is not going to be doable without a day 1 reset. And then the second layer, core suppressions, aren't available until day 31 or 36. So then we'll have to push a lot further in. But if we can get all 4 of these done, we'll be laughing, we'll be cheering Dusk of Crimson. Seriously, game? Don't do this to me. In terms of weapons, for Battle Royale, Deathmatch and Control don't let you choose and rather give you loadouts to choose from. Mid-range weapon, that's high damage or controllable rate of fire. General use weapon. I really enjoy light machine guns for that reason, as they're good at close and mid-range. You can hold lots of ammo. Lots of ammo is always a benefit, because I don't want to run out of bullets when fighting people. We noticed that in Andromeda when I ran out of ammo. I was always like, oh shit, run away! Why are you staring at me like that, Jolene? Don't look at Belle. Yeah, that's right, look at me. Why? Why are you like this, cat? Cats. Alright. Oh, let's go fucking Crimson. Okay. Let's say I prepared for the Gabora core suppression. Apocalypse Bird, 4 Alephs, 12 Wows, 18 free roaming Abnos, and the button, and we're still adding to my special Alephs and White Knight. Oh my, Sub-Zero. Do you have the shelter from March 27th or March, whatever, the shelter from the date? Because I saw someone do the Gabura core suppression with a number of sacrificial employees and 1 good employee. And they put the good employee in the shelter, which caused all the other Abnos to break out. And Gabura wandered around and battled the Abnos until they eventually overwhelmed her and killed her. And the sacrificial employees, of course, all perished horribly. And that sounded like such a fun way to suppress Kabura. Because, why not? Dawn of green, noon of crimson. Okay, we're gonna take a shot at the noon of crimson, alright? We're gonna do our best. I'm gonna make it my mission to survive everything with no deaths. With no deaths? That is impressive. I desire pain, but not death. He's a Cenobite. Wow, you gotta call a man out like that? He's not a Cenobite. Oh, okay, never mind. It'll be painful, especially with Apocalypse Bird and Blue Star. Blue Star? Okay. Okay, so you have Blue Star and you want no deaths. Does that mean all of your employees are just, like, max leveled out, fully ground into superstars? Because Blue Star has, like, an instant death effect for, like, so many conditions. We had Blue Star for a time here. I need all Aleph. I mean, good on ya. Amajigi also uses, the long range slot, because the game has more open spaces than close ranged, and they're good for picking off players and calling out. Very cool. It sounds like you've got a well thought out kit there, good sir. Isn't that, I mean, obviously we use the ear destroying shotgun in Andromeda, and I did toy with the sniper rifle for a while, but obviously, I'm better at one than the other. Generally, use one LMG in your primary slot, especially in your secondary slot. Understandable. It's funny how strong Yin and Yang are. I haven't run into Yin and Yang yet this playthrough together. We got, what was it, the Tool one? Once. But then we re-rolled back to the memory repository and didn't really work with it. But I know that when they're together, they can do something pretty wild. Alright. Do our 5-point meltdown, and then it'll be on to the green. Now, the green causes some deaths when it happens, so we have to be ready for that. You put them directly next to each other on purpose. Are you just re-rolling till you get the abnormalities, or are you using a mod to be able to shuffle them around? Because that seems awfully RNG. Although I feel it's suspiciously, I feel like there is a likelihood of things showing up in the same department. Like when you get Red Riding Hood, the big bad wolf is likely to show up. Or the Yin and Yang. What's the other pair that interacts? Is it the Woodsman? And something else? Pure RNG mode. Oh my gosh. I wish you good rolls, good sir. I would not have the patience for such a thing. Alright, here's here's our 5-point meltdown. Oh my god, not the bead. I hate the bead.
Not the beads.
Alright, let's see if the bead deletes one of our specially produced weapons. It's a good thing I prepared Pansy here with the Fairy Club. Bush inside bush. There's so many, I don't remember all the word types. Scarecrow, Insight, and we need someone slightly dumb to work on it. Cooper, off you go. That's 3 all in the same department. How rude. Oh, hey! Kyoko wants to be worked on. Onryo, get in there. You're wearing her armor. You should be fine. And then Lost Note. What did you want? Okay, higher than level 3. Faster than 50 seconds. Okay. Oh, and what type of work was it again? Didn't really matter. Alright. Faster than 50 seconds. Nobody's faster than 50 seconds! Oh my god, it deals pale damage. That's right. Holy shit, I hate this thing. Okay, Onryo, what did I send you to go do? So what got unselected? Oh yes, it's Kyoko, okay. So I guess we'll have to send Anthony, who will probably be fine. Off you go for a minute. Not the beans! I know. Somehow I got this. I don't know where it came from. I think that was one of the Halloween rewards, I think. On Twitch. Okay, do you still have your weapon? Pansy? Still have your weapon. Okay, good. How are we doing over here? Onryo? Yeah, you're hanging in there. Good. The Kyoko work is okay, we should be alright. Next up, Green Dawn. Coop, you good? You are not feeling good, Coop. Alright, you rest up. Green outcome, green outcome. Q counter's gonna count down, but do we have just don't come up again, please, Lost Note. You have that one too, do you have that one? Pumpkin Cat. Someone's cashing in on the Halloween festivities. I don't think I got any Halloween emotes, because I was busy streaming the whole season. Shameful. Takes me back to 2020, when I had all the time to hang around in other people's chats while getting ready for my own. It really was an enormous amount of free time. Probably too much. To conclude Amajigi's Apex discussion, answer your question, do I play to win? Yes, but you enjoy winning. You enjoy playing the game for the rush of going against enemy players. And winning always feels satisfying, but here's the thing. If I wanted to only win, or to win, period, I would have played something like Ash with the fast-firing SMG and the hard-hitting shotgun because that's the meta. I enjoy winning, yes, but I enjoy more so winning the way you want to win. That's pretty dang healthy. As an ideology, as a method. Because it's really easy to get locked into optimizing the fun out of your game, trying to win the most. Because again, to throw it back to my PvP experience in Guild Wars, I played Berserker Warrior because I thought the Gunflame build was fucking wild. It was so much fun. You just dodge roll around, racking up heat on your rifle until you catch someone at the right moment and blow them away. And that was fun. But eventually that stopped being... The balance patches took away some of the power of that. And I kept trying to play it, but I no longer got the kills, no longer had the fun because that build was no longer any good. And I messed around with a few other builds, and I found some that were alright. But I did eventually try to look up like a meta PvP build to see if I could get the character gear and levels up for it. But the meta ones for that patch just weren't as enjoyable, so I went back to doing whatever, and that's when my win rate fell down to like 40%, 30%, you know. And I was still making progress to the unlock. But it was slower, but it was more enjoyable. Oh, Gunflame Berserker Warrior. One day. Yeah, ew, meta. I did the same thing in Yu-Gi-Oh! I wanted to win the way I wanted to win. Exactly. What's the point of gaming if you're gonna hate it? Like, even in single-player games, they get updated frequently. There's, like, the best way to play it to win the fastest. And I don't always think that's what I should be shooting for. Because there are meta builds in Stellaris. You know, you rush science, and you do this, you do that, and you get a giant fleet, and then no one can touch you, and you have, like, 150 years of game time where you're completely uncontested. And yeah, that's alright if you want to, like, rush a specific achievement or go on a bit of a power trip. But the roleplay aspect of Stellaris, where you're like, this is this kind of empire, and this is how we're going to do this, and blah, 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 always felt so much more appealing to me. I'm playing characters with the lowest pick rate and use some of the worst characters. And I have the most fun shitting on meta players. My level 600 Catalyst main killed your Apex ranked Ash player. Get fucked. Ha! I'm a Jiki. I love it. The sass is powerful. Hi there, Jolene. What's up? Where are you going? Where are you going? Lost parts. Pretty? Yes. Do I care? Not really. Is it petty? Yes. Petty but honest. I mean, again, it's a video game. Have fun. And if some people are so dedicated to chasing the meta and winning that they can't have fun when they lose, they might not be playing games for the right reason. Sportsmanship. I cannot tell you the number of times I got horribly cussed out in PvP for ruining the match for someone. Where are the other robots? 1, 2, 3. Is that all of them? That can't be all of them. There's supposed to be like 4 or 5. Is the game starting to take mercy on me? How dare you? I have no need for your mercy. Oh, there's one over there. Okay. There's another one. How's the well? Still at a 3. I'll take that. Okay, got them all. Bring everyone back to this department, and okay, we have our Crimson Noon next. All right. I think the Crimson Noon is the Circus Chimera, and we just need to hunt it down, which shouldn't be too bad. What's mercy? No mercy around here. I wish. I wish there was mercy in this game. It's always the most fun when I see, say, other catalysts or conduit main in Battle Royale or Control, and it's especially great on Control, because what I'll do is I'll get like a gold tier armor or weapon and bring it to them, and let them have it, because there's so few players like us. Nice. Crouch, crouch, crouch. Ah yes, the Minecraft message of peace, where you walk up and crouch a whole bunch of times to show that you're not there to kill the other person. Truly a message of peace. One day out there in the real world, 2 people are going to meet, and one of them is going to crouch repeatedly, and they're going to be like, okay, this guy means me no harm. K-Dog. How dare you say such truth? You say something so controversial yet true. So what we're really hoping for is on bar number 4 that we have the what's the other one? The Dusk of Amber come up right afterwards. Because well, maybe bar 4, bar 5, because we don't want to do too many Q meltdown rushes, because that could get real messy real fast. To quote Falcon, he's out of line, but he's right. He's out of line, but he's right.
You keeping an eye on the well?
The well is currently at 3. The highest number it can have. Thank you for that. Thank you, my dear. She wishes for my success. And I cherish her for that. You feel cherished? Mm-hmm. She nodded as well. Your nod needs to make a sound effect.
I did it. Mm-hmm.
I know. I was just thinking it'd be easier then. I played a half a match of Marvel Rivals in the airport gaming lounge. And there was so much going on and so many things exploding and particle effects, I was like, I'm just gonna leave. I played as the Punisher because he's cool. And yeah, it didn't go great. And I know that probably sucked for the other people on my team, but I was truly overwhelmed and could not handle what was going on there. Nope, we're done. Check, please. So we can do one more work before we set up for the Crimson Noon. Coop, you come do that. Found the Punisher a bit too defensive for our play Marvels. Why is the Punisher defensive? There's nothing in his lore or story about him playing defensively. He's a man who goes out with guns and knives and bombs and grenades and murders criminals. He had a thing where he put like a big turret, and I'm like, oh, perfect. We're gonna blow everyone away. No. Everyone just ran away from my turret. Completely worthless. At what point can we send in Goku to drop a spirit nuke on this joint? We're producing power, alright? This is a vital service for the world. It is necessary, as I understand the lore of this game. That's why it's okay to have so many people die, because apparently we're helping someone else somewhere else. More. That's why we gotta do the suppressions. Then the horrible things are more suppressed. Then we can just juice them for their spirit energy or whatever we're getting out of them. I do not understand the wider lore. And that is entirely my fault. Alright, time to kick off the Red Noon. There is one way this could go horribly, and that's if the Red Noon spawns in this room right down here. Just putting that fact out there in the world, alright? Also, this game could really do with like control groups where you like highlight control 1, highlight control 2, so you could quickly select groups of employees. We march from time to time and we would share our pleasure. Where is it? Alright, so I see the clay dolls are out. So that means, okay, Doomsday Calendar is counting down, but everyone is currently safe from the Doomsday Calendar. And this is the red noon, alright? This is why we don't like the red. Look at this. Look at this and tell me you want to deal with this. Just gonna leave it on the screen while I hydrate. Oh, hi, Joanne. I would rather a carbon footprint than an apocalyptic eldritch horror show flower plant. Yeah. But maybe I'm the crazy one on this occasion. I mean, this is probably green power. You're the one who's been spending weeks dealing with these otherworldly hellspawn that drives a man mad at a glance. Yeah. Alright, so my plan is to watch the well carefully while the Doomsday Calendar goes off, and then we'll send in our squad to deal with the thing. Stuck in a cycle of content. It's just another 222 Tuesday for a time traveler like me. All right, the well's at 2. Are the clay dolls gonna fight this thing? Yes, they are. Well, that could be interesting. All right, the well is at 2. The well's at a 1. Okay, let's watch carefully now. We are at regular speed. It's not moving. It's still killing clerks. But that's okay. Clerks aren't people. We got this. Focus on the screen. Focus on the screen. If you screw this up because you're looking at chat, you're going to really be mad with yourself, alright? How's the Doomsday Calendar doing? It's charging up. The charge in its apocalypse. Oh. Turn around, turn around, turn around. All right, that's the well. The well has been reset. Perfect. Nobody jumped into the well. That is a lot of clay dolls. Wait, did the clay dolls kill the... Okay, the clay dolls took care of the noon for us. That's great. That is great. That is great. That went so well. Now I just need to wait for the calendar to go off. You didn't have to fight that stupid meatball. Huh? Why is Scarecrow escape? Why Scarecrow escape? Clay. Oh, cheers for the beginning. Oh, I forgot about that. Okay. Hey, Doomsday Calendar, I really need you to go off, alright? So if you could pick up the pace, that'd be super. How's the well doing? 2? Don't you do it, don't you do it, don't you do it. Okay, that's why it didn't end, because when it died, it let out one of the little clown bastards. And that went around opening cells. So it opened the Scarecrow cell, it did something up here. Probably just ate some of our PE boxes. And then it tried to come over here to let out Depression. And we don't want to let Depression out. I don't see this ending well. This isn't like a nuclear power plant you can decommission. That requires a dead man switch linked to the total destruction of the facility should containment fail. What do you think the manager is? I am the dead man switch. I am the dead man switch. Okay, the well is counting down again, because... Calendar, can you please go off, Calendar? You're killing me here. Oh, Scarecrow's coming to us. Put his bitchy ass back in the cell. Okay, Scarecrow suppressed. Nobody dead? Nobody dead, alright. Okay.
Whoa, everyone just died. What happened? Dead.
The splash from the Doomsday Calendar covered this corner of the room here where apparently everyone was standing. And it just blitzed, like... Even my high-level employees were disintegrated by it.
Another reset?
Yeah, I can't recover the gear off of 20 employees and still run the facility. And with this many dead, there's no way I could tackle the Dusk Ordeal at the end of this. Oh my god, okay. So, standing down here is not actually safe from the Doomsday Calendar, even though we have survived it down here before. Perhaps killing the clay dolls decreases its reach or strength?
Yeah, I imagine the longer you let it run, the stronger it becomes. Yeah, the lower the Q counter, the higher the
damage. Yeah, okay, so if we don't kill the dolls, it's much more damaging. And previously I've been killing the dolls and then running away. But since I was dealing with the noon ordeal, I sort of camped and let it count. Alright, okay. God. This game. Alright. It's alright. We can do this, alright? We can do this. Look, chat, you guys have said before. You want to see me struggle more with games. They've been too easy. I've been laughing my way through them and talking over things. We are struggling now, but not in a lack of skills way, but in an execution way. This is what we're doing. Containment failure continues to be your number one job. Yeah. Bottling up emotions is bad for your health. Yes. I don't know what led to that. Is that bad? Simple? Yeah, it was, yeah, a world-ending mistake. Big red button. I don't have the big red button right now. Hi, Jolene. Yeah. You restore sanity in an area around you. Yes, you do. Good kitty. Yeah. All right, I love my button. The button is scary. So, if we're battling the noon ordeal on the same countdown that the Doomsday calendar is on its meltdown, we need to either be further away, like in the information area, or we need to battle the dolls. That's the information area.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Oh wait, what are our deals today? God damn, Dusk of Crimson. Press this button. That was easy. Explode. I press it 50 plus times and remember what I'm packing for my special hell. Oh boy. Don't you press it like twice and the game crashes?
He presses it in his heart.
Press it in your heart, yes. That was easy. That was easy. There is a midnight ordeal that is harder and further into the day than a dusk ordeal. And to finish the game, you'll have to do at least one of those. But by then, you should have multiple core suppressions done, so you'll be laughing. Laughing, my dear. Four times, actually, but you space out the presses. If you space it out the presses, it won't crash. Okay. Noon of Crimson, Dusk of Crimson. Now the day's just fucking trolling me. Dusk of Crimson is the worst. The enemies move fast, do tons of damage, and leave behind minions. I'm not doing it. I'm never doing a Dusk of Crimson. Never. Full stop. Green is best. I am a fan of green. The first two purples are good. I don't think I know what the purple of Dusk is, though. The amber is alright. It's not my favorite, but it's alright. I watched someone do the Dusk, the Midnight of Green. That was pretty wild. You have to use the elevators to dodge motherfucking lasers. Dusk of Crimson, okay. I'm so glad I have the mod that lets me see what the ordeals are before I start the day. Imagine playing the day for like 30 minutes, and then it's like, and now it's time for your Crimson ordeal. Into the bin. You like it because it's simple? Yes, the green is very simple. And if all it does is kill clerks, I'm like, yeah, I'll just watch the well. What mods am I using? Well,
That's a complicated question.
My wife made the mod pack for me, so I don't know all the mods in it. We are discovering them as we go. But for quality of life, I have stackable health bars, percentage-based work chances, free employee customization, today's ordeal. Do I have any other quality of life mods in there? I think that's all of them. And then we have the extra containment units, obviously, as you've seen. And then a whole host of modded abnormalities. Dusk of fucking Crimson. Yeah, I don't know, like the last year or so, we've kind of fallen into modding games. Because our Mass Effect Legendary Edition playthrough had a bunch of mods on it. We modded some Mass Effect Andromeda as well. An estimate on the number of abnormalities added. 20? 25?
20 to 30, maybe?
Yeah, 20 to 30. I have 2 abnormalities to get my VODs copyright struck for music every time they break out.
I would say we have almost every Abno mod that's available on the Nexus.
In English.
We also have the mod where it's ×2 abnormality.
Yeah. Look, oh, Dawn of Violet, Noon of Green, Dusk of Green. We can do this. 110, 120 abnos to choose from? Yes. It also allows us to pick duplicates. Like, we've got the Fairy Gentleman, which is a modded abno. And then another one down here. And then we got a Well Cheers here and a Well Cheers here. Just because there aren't enough low-level ones really to fill everything up. And, yeah, you're not ready for really scary stuff that soon. Even though we have, like, what is it? This department is, like, a lot of WoW level of abnos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 8. And then this department is entirely HE except for the tool. And yeah, we got our first, well, these were our first 2 Aleph. They're the magical girls from Madoka. And these are the ones that get me copyright struck every time they break up, because they play music from the show.
Get 5 times White Knight? Absolutely no.
No, never. No. We did the Plague Doctor until he turned into White Knight, and now he's on my list of abnos not to get yet. The Plague Doctor, the Army in Black, and ML. Melty Love. We're just not ready for those. Alright. K-Dog asked, time for Sword of Jiki. Let me get some progress on this day, and if we have to reset, we'll watch some Sword of Jiki. Or if we make it to the other side of the noon ordeal, we'll watch a couple of Sword of Jiki then.
Yeah, look, we already got censored earlier, and it kind of fucked him over.
Yeah, we had censored, but they got dispersed when we rolled back to day 21 again. Censored is such a stat check. Woo-wee.
Censored so funny.
It is very amusing. Haven't seen Mountain of Smiling Bodies yet, or Silent Orchestra. We had Blue Star, and we're making progress on them, but we lost them in a rollback. I think Censored is made of horse penises. And we haven't seen nothing there yet either. There is the Aleph level tool, which is just QB, turning my employees into magical girls. Of course you have it. Wow. Purple and green. This is the best possible outcome for ordeals. We just need to execute on it. Believe in yourself. You can do this. I can do this. You can do this. Yes, I know it. I just lapse into a Has-Been Hotel song. How would you see if nothing was there? True. Yeah, you need great gear and stats before you go in there. It's, yeah. It's a lot. Follow the bodies. Yeah. Nothing there. You've been having the hardest time trying to find free Maguka episodes. Oh. Okay. Madoka and the animation and performance behind it, I think, is totally worth being paid for. Some things, it's worth, you know, you're not sure. But even if you're not super down for watching Magical Girl shows, the quality of animation alone, I think is worth the price of entrance, because I may be a little biased here, but I think Shaft does some gorgeous animation no matter what the show's about. Just so you know.
I would say, yeah, you want to watch it in HD.
Yeah, you don't want to rip that one off by watching it in some sort of shoddy internet rip, you know, because the animation is gorgeous. All right, Courtney can pet the dog. There's the whale again. Let's not kill a low-level employee working the whale. Let's send 60%. That's the best you can get. Yeah, we don't repress the whale because then the whale will explode. Black damage 0.8. Black damage 0.5. Take care of that. And then Alleyway Watchdog. It was, when the work was bad, the counter reduced. Fortitude 3 or higher, so you need a Fortitude of 2 and you need to do good. And you need to resist black damage. Do I just send in someone strong and have them do good, and then we lose a counter off of the... It's 95%.
There are more than 12 episodes of Medusa, right?
I think it's just 12, and then the 3 movies. But there's Magia Record, which is like 30 something.
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, we now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal.
Hey, Commander, thank you for the redeem. If you just go to !anime in the chat, it'll take you to my anime list website, and you can look up any anime on there for a full breakdown of how many episodes it has. That's my resource. We'll take the hit there. 1, 2, 3, and then just these 2. You need some insight work. Why are you hitting my low-level team? This is vaguely distressing. Alright, off you go, everyone. Please don't die. And you're not going to look for Madoka, you're going to look for Madoka. M-A-D-O-K-A. Speaking of anime, got my butt back on the treadmill this week, and we've been watching the new season of Dr. Stone. I love that show, unironically. And the over-the-top shenanigans endlessly amuse me, even though Belle will be like, that makes no sense. How do you have that? Why does this work? Why does that work? Because they just sort of hand-wave how they have some things. And Senku just knowing everything feels like a bit of a butt pull sometimes. But I just think it's a shonen anime. If Goku can fire fucking super laser out of his feet or whatever as part of his martial arts training, I don't see why Senku can't know how to make gum syrup, penicillin, copper wire, radios, satellites, naval ships, and cotton candy just off the top of his head. Feet? Yeah, Goku shot a Kamehameha out of his feet in one episode, alright? He was at the Tenkai tournament, and he was thrown out of bounds, and he couldn't right himself in time. And if you touch the ground outside of the ring, you're disqualified. So he shot a Kamehameha out of his feet to propel himself back into the ring to continue fighting, alright? Absolute nonsense. Totally worked. Do not question the Goku, only fear him. That's a little different, Senpai. What? Having unusually high combat powers in a world full of ki-based combat. Having unusually high cognitive memory and scientific knowledge in a world where advancement is your primary means of progression. Shonen protagonists always have unusually bizarre levels of a skill. Whether it be friendship, ninjutsu, martial arts, card games, science, whatever. Your protagonist is always absolutely cracked out. Full stop. Dr. Stone. The premise is a mysterious green wave of energy washes over the world and petrifies all humans. Our protagonist, Senku, a Japanese high schooler, counts the seconds in his head for 3,700 years and eventually unpetrifies due to a series of coincidences. He uncovers the secret of being unpetrified, unpetrifies his friend who was right nearby when this all went down, and they begin the process of surviving. One of the first things he invents, very reasonably, is soap. Because dying of an infection from cutting your hand doing simple task, terrible way for the world to end. And eventually they find this super high school fighter fella and thaw him out so that he can punch a lion to death for them. Because they don't want to be eaten by a lion before they can save the world. They have a bit of an ideological difference and part ways. Senku finds his way to a village of people who, upon later reveal in the series, are the descendants of the people who were on the International Space Station when this happened, when the petrification happened. So they descended to the Earth without the help of Mission Control, landed somewhere in the Japanese archipelago, and those 6 people produced a series of villages that perpetuated humanity in the unpetrified state for 3,700 years. Senku allies himself with this village. They get into a larger conflict with the Strong Guys community of thawed-out high school barbarians, and eventually they reconcile, and they use radio to figure out that there's someone on the moon behind all of this, and the goal is to build a spaceship and get to the moon and figure out why they petrified all of Earth. Also, they want to unpetrify all 8 billion humans. And some of the statues, yes, have broken over time, because why wouldn't stone be worn down by the ceaseless passage of time? If you glue them together before you de-stonify them, they're fine, because the de-stoning process cures every ailment the body had before being petrified.
This is ignoring the fact that Senku makes a fucking car.
Yes, he made a car. He has craftsmen and resources. There's a very skilled craftsman in the village. And he loves the fact that he now knows how to do glass blowing and metalworking, because these are technologies that excite him. And he's very excited to put into practical use the knowledge Senku has, because, yeah, I said, shonen protagonists are cracked in one skill, absolutely unhinged. Senku is not a craftsman. He is bad at crafting. He knows things. He can do lab work. He cannot blow glass.
I watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Not all of it, but...
He cannot metal work. He's not a lumberjack. He's the brains behind the operation. So he's finding allies who can do these things.
I watched Naruto. Yeah, but the problem is that this is trying to be realistic. They're trying to use real-world science to justify him making a fucking radio out of... and being able to transmit radio signals from a satellite dish made of bamboo.
So they have some radio.
It makes no fucking sense. I'm sorry, Dylan.
You scared Jolene. Anyways, he's very creative with his solutions.
Or casually in the middle of the ocean make hamburgers when they don't have access to cheese.
I'll admit, the cheese for the burgers did kind of come out of nowhere, as did the lettuce. But the meat came from those crocodiles. Fair and square. Where's the cows? It was gator burgers.
It's actually a gator, which, by the way, though they were crocodiles, and even with the climate slightly changing, crocodiles would not live in the western United States.
Yeah, they were near Sacramento, or the former Sacramento. I'm just saying, I enjoy it a lot because it tickled
he likes watching my reaction.
That nerdy part of my brain. Like, oh yeah, things do like work like that. Because to ally himself with the village, their priestess, who recites the 110 tales or whatever, was just perpetually ill. And he's like, oh, she has this chronic infection. Let me make penicillin. Let's see, using mold would be too dangerous. I can't guarantee it's penicillin. I will synthesize artificial penicillin from a chemical cocktail. Nailed it. Anyways.
Also, help make the gun.
They made a gun
By himself, as if it didn't take China thousands of years to figure out how to fucking do it.
As we learned about gun in video game, it is tube and handle. He had old man make tube, and he found handle. I mean, upgrading it to a 6-shot revolver was a bit of a stretch, but you know, I mean...
Oh yeah, also, you know, they travel to the U.S.
on a boat.
In a boat, made entirely of wood.
No, it has metal too. They have the iron mine.
It wasn't all made of metal. They had metal parts on it.
Yes, it has metal components.
In 40 days. Because they somehow have GPS.
You watch them explain the GPS. They use the position of the sun and the time of day.
No.
To determine their global
that is
position.
Not GPS.
Yeah, and he calls the radio his cell phone. It's just a radio. He's aggrandizing the terms. Kirk made a cannon out of bamboo. I do remember that Star Trek episode, yes. That was tube without handle. That was very ballsy.
It was fucking ridiculous.
Anyways, I enjoy it a lot.
Also, he makes, gum syrup, casually dismissing the fact that he makes them out of severely poisonous substances, and if he is doing this without precise equipment, and if he so much as got 1 millimeter of this substance wrong, he would be killing everyone.
Oh my gosh, Commodore with the dun 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 as Bell says, killing everyone. Commodore! Commander, you nailed it! Anyways. Yeah. That's a sextant. Yeah, I mean, yes. Did I actually issue battle orders to these people? I think I did, yeah.
Ignoring the fact that they were sailing through the Pacific Ocean along the coasts of Russia and Alaska nearing wintertime, and they didn't run into a single fucking problem when millions of people died trying to traverse those same seas.
Millions?
Thousands, hundreds of thousands.
Sextant lets you determine latitude and not longitude. Yes, they were doing their horizontal position using time because their home village has a radio tower and
made of bamboo
and hourglasses, and they send the time to the boat over the radio once every hour, and they have time on the ship, so they use the difference in time between the village and the boat to determine their position across the ocean, and then they use the position of the sun in the sky at noon or at its highest peak to determine their position vertically in the ocean. That's the way they were navigating the Pacific Ocean.
Someone's screaming, "How's the well?"
The well is at 3, I just checked. Okay, we finished it. No casualties. Ooh, we got a Q meltdown instead of the noon ordeal. Damn, bad luck. All right. Make a pit stop at Saipan in Hawaii. No, they needed to get there in 40 days because they need corn to make revival fluid because they're going to find experts in America to help with the rocket ship. But don't worry about that. They'll figure it out. And they don't want to wait a whole year for corn to regrow. That would work to a point. It wouldn't be pinpoint accurate, but allow for reasonable navigation. Yeah, and that's the point. These ridiculous things they pull off often equate to reasonable equivalents for what you would need to accomplish this goal. Right? Like they were looking for a hot spring that had high concentrations of sulfuric acid. So he made simple gas masks with charcoal filters out of leather and charcoal, and got a silver spear tip to hold out in front of them. And when the silver spear tip tarnished, they would back off because they know that the concentrations of sulfuric acid are nearby. Now, is that going to work? No. But is it a reasonable approximation using real-world science? Close enough. You know what America loves? Corn, and corn is useful. Yes, they're going to use... Because part of the revival fluid that depetrifies people is alcohol. And they're going to make alcohol out of the corn. Probably ethanol. Anyways. It's a delightful show. I have a lot of fun with it. And you should all watch it too, just so you know. They're gonna make moonshine. I guess so. I mean, they did brew up booze for everyone on the ship so that they could keep them happy while they traveled. Bootlegging saves the world. How? Why not? Which how? We've said a lot of things. 13-point meltdown. This is going to be... Because we also have the the Doomsday calendar to deal with. I think our best bet would be to put our heroes in the Doomsday Calendar hallway to kill the minions as they come out. Yeah. And that'll buy us time. Because we don't have to deal with the ordeal on this run here, which is...
How did they make the alcohol?
Which alcohol? The what's up on the boat?
Yeah.
They fermented wheat and added hops. Because they have all sorts of supplies on the ship, right? Because they're not just hopping on a boat and paddling across.
Ignoring that they're also growing crops and have access to crops that would not be able to grow in Japan, like lemons.
Yes, for the fruity drinks, yes.
And tomatoes.
And tomatoes and lemons, yes. Yes. Yeah, beer. They brewed beer on the ship. You don't need yeah, but they used hops, alright? It was part of the... They added hops. To make it yummy, I guess. They could just ferment the wheat. Yeah, but they want it palatable. It's there to keep the sailors happy. Maybe Earth changed in that time? I mean, maybe.
No, it only changed slightly. If you're talking about...
The precession of the Earth has moved the seasons by 9 days.
So that's as much as the climate has changed.
Let everyone finish their tasks up, and then we'll tackle the 13-point meltdown, and then it'll be the noon ordeal. Sub-Zero doing a core meltdown and got lucky with a green midnight ordeal. Congratulations! I love the green midnight ordeal. The big laser makes me chuckle. No, the alcohol for the revival potion is going to be made from the corn. The alcohol on the ship is to keep the sailors happy. I mean, they've been on the ship eating preserved fruitcakes and hardtack for 40 days. A little booze helps keep everyone happy.
Yeah, their ship also has a casino on it, so...
They have a couple of tables to play some games at.
Where did they get the cards? And the chips?
They just made them.
With what?
Science.
A printing press?
Science! I think the next season we make a paper clip, cane sugar and monkey bones. Hey!
Yes.
Look, I know the show's gonna end with them building a rocket ship out of garbage and flying to the moon in spacesuits made of hope to confront the alien, the demon, the whatever out there that had petrified all of Earth. And they're gonna fight it with a spear? I don't know. I'm just enjoying the ride. Okay. 13-point meltdown. Let's do this. It's Elon. Yeah, imagine if he was the final boss. Just Elon's head in a tank. Oh, I see you made it. You find my car? Imagine being the world's first trillionaire and still being a fucking loser. Okay, we got the well. Oh, God. Alright. And the singing machine. Alright, so the singing machine needs Maritza. Check. Okay. Fairy Festival. That's easy. Send in Mackie. Doom. Alright, that's 2. The Mirror of Adjustment. Just send Jeff. Because we don't care about Jeff. Okay, Alleyway Watchdog. That needed someone wimpy, but not too wimpy. Oh, shit. It's at Q counter 1. If the work is bad, the work is good. Oh, no. Okay. What if they die doing the work? What then? It had to be Alleyway Watchdog, didn't it? No, we'll loop back to that. Fucking dumbass bead. Justin, go take care of that. we send up there to do this one? Destiny to go do that. Insights. Attachments. Impression. Fortitude. Have the clay dolls come out yet? They have not. Why is there one up there? Insight. We need our insightiest person to not jump in the well, right? 102. And then depression was also insight, right? Yes, it was.
You have depression's attachment.
That's Anthony going. We sent Maxim and Onryo that direction, so we'll send Maxim down here for the attachment. That's 95% off you go. Okay. Oh, and Letitia needs to be worked. Letitia is pretty safe. We'll just send minimum off to do that.
Whoa, wait. Who is dead?
Nobody's dead. Geminiano, if he does attachment work, he dies because of the curse from the armor.
Oh, okay. Right.
Okay, so now we just have fucking alleyway watchdog to deal with, right?
Are you letting him break out?
He breaks out though. That counts up Kyoko, which I really don't want to let happen. But the conditions for working alleyway watchdog and not having it count down are quite strict. They need to have a fortitude 2 or less, because 3 or higher will count down their Q counter. They're already at 1. If the work is bad, it reduces with a high probability. If it's good, it reduces with a low probability. So fortitude work at 2 is 60%. That would be Cooper. Cooper, I believe in you. All right? I need you to do mid. Full fucking Futurama head in the tank. Zephram Cochrane made a ship out of garbage and met the Vulcans. True. Hey, made a submarine and put it on and it worked. Need a variance. Okay, yeah, all right. Just finishing up our Dr. Stone stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.